All right, y'all. Live 985. We back in the building. This is your boy, Wild Nizzle. You know, CEO of Live 985. And on this radio station, I just like to say this here right now. Why is spirituality not effective in criminology? If we told as children that we battle not with flesh and blood only, but with spirits and principalities of the air, then we know that there's other factors that are at play when it comes down to our reason and our rationale. Whether we want to keep it as an act of separating religion from state, and we can see how it affects us as individual people and as human beings. We cannot disassociate ourselves from the Creator who brought us into existence. You know, so to exclude that from a fact in criminology, when it comes down to criminal behavior, when it comes down to capital offenses, we must know that God makes everything in the nature of good. God is a being that is incorruptible and involatile. So if you got something that's incorruptible and involatile, it is a contradiction to say that when he puts out and creates, that it is an element of sin or it's an element of defect. So if we have an enemy, and the enemy purpose is to be a subtle creature, which means that his craftiness is to be very deceitful, then he using these tools to hide himself and to interfere in human affairs and to keep human affairs to be judged off a physical realm and not looking at it in the spiritual realm. Because when you look at it in the spiritual realm, then the responsibility is not on the physical, because the physical is still in the state of a child. Because we say that we are children of God means that there's an immaturity stage in our progress before we become sons, before we become women, become adults in God. So there's a growth. So when you know that the soul is in this immaturity stage, then I can subliminally bypass your alert system, you're not knowing, and I can cause a major defect. And that's what the Shaitan said, that I will alter the nature of the human being. So to exclude spirituality from criminology is a complete contradiction, and it's a complete slap in the face to people that have a purpose of faith. Because we know that the anatomy of the human being is that he was made and she was made from God. So you can't exclude that out the factor. And I think that that should be something that needs to be readdressed and should be implemented and not be excluded. Because to exclude is to say that you are God and that there is no God and that we are living in an atheistic realm that takes over everything. And that we're damn fools that go to these services with their Wednesdays and Sundays and Fridays and Saturdays and saying all praise is due to all of these different supreme being names. And yet it is ineffective when it comes down to judging matters of a human being coming off their equilibrium and committing murder, committing robbery, committing any type of thing that you know a natural human being in his right mind is not capable of doing. So, them are the real things. Them are the real things. But I'm going to lay up there and put myself on pause because I'm being interrupted. But I'm keeping it real. This is real shit. And it's time for us to stop with all this bullshit. Either we believe in a God or we don't believe in God. And I'm sorry if I had to put it in this manner because I'm tired of us playing with grown people's minds. That's my understanding of that. Now, what you think, what you believe in your theology and your college, cool, boo-boo. Go with it. But we got to stop playing the game. Because people's lives are being tortured and being put on execution tables, and for no reason, because it's not their fault. But we see the real reality when we about to die, and the veil be lifted up. So that's what I just wanted to leave. This your boy Wild 9 again. You know what I'm saying? 985 Live. I just wanted to leave that for that second to put on the air to make people think, why is it ineffective when it comes down to criminology and judicial affairs? When we know God is the just of all judges. Matter of fact, his book is named The Judges. So we gonna go ahead and just, let that marinate. And the criticizers, let them, I'm giving you something to bake in your pot. I'm out, man.